Ventura. Please welcome back your MCs, Fiona and Grant.
Good morning, Ventura. Welcome back to the 2025 Robotics Competition and this year's challenge, Reefscape, presented by Haas. What a great day of qualification matches we had yesterday. Teams, thank you for your gracious professionalism on and off of the field. Your determination, sportsmanship, creativity, and excitement is terrific. Keep it up today as the competition intensifies. Regardless of how today plays out, whether you win or come up a little short, remember that today and this season are all part of a much larger journey. First really isn't about the competition. It's about preparing for the future and building a community of leaders preparing you to take on the world's biggest challenges. It's exciting to think about the impact so many of you will make on our world over the next 50 years. Being a first team member means access to education and career discovery opportunities, such as industry certifications, internships, and scholarships. First offers you the opportunity to network with employers and a place in the First community for life. Learn more about all the ways to make the most of your First experience at firstinspires.org/alumni.
And now I'd like to introduce Technical Sergeant Happy with the United States Space Force. Thank you. Fumbled over.
So, good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here because I never knew, because coming to the United States in 2005, I didn't know I was going to be here today standing in front of this crowd instead of young students figuring out what they're going to do tomorrow. So I started my journey in 2008. I decided to join the United States Navy. And first I wanted to join the United States Air Force, but I was scared not to be able to join the United States Navy because I didn't know how to swim. So I was like, oh, okay, so why not? So they teach me how to swim. So I passed my swimming class, and my first job in the United States Navy was an aircraft mechanic. So I was working on F-18s. So people who don't know what F-18 are, they're the fighter aircraft for the United States Navy. So on the F-18s, my job was to replace the engine. I replaced about 50 engines throughout my 4 years in the United States Navy. And keep in mind, one aircraft engine costs about $10 to $12 million. Yeah. So my first 8 years, I was an aircraft mechanic, and then one day my wife was like, oh, you know what? Every time you come home, you smell like fuel. I was like, oh, okay, but that's what I get to pay the bills. At least one day I have the opportunity to change my job and to become a cryptologist for the United States Navy. So I went to JCAT, which is a Joint Cyber Analysis School. And after that, I got a bonus about $65,000, which helped me pay for my student loan I took when I went to school, and I had to pay for my car, pay off my car pretty much. And then the Space Force came up in 2019. So when's the last time we had a new branch in the United States? That was back in 1947. The US Air Force was established. So I was like, I want to be a part of it. I want to be part of the story. And I raised my hand. I'm like, I'm going to put my application in, and let's see what's going to happen. So I was fortunate enough to be selected to be part of the United States Space Force. So my job in the Space Force, I was a SATCOM, which is satellite communications, where we're going out multiple cities to jam GPS. How many people in the state can go to school to jam GPS? No one. And keep in mind, GPS is so vital today, like your credit card, the ATM machine. When you go to the store, you swipe your card. Everything you think is granted, but without time, we're not going to do any transaction. When you go to the gas station, you swap your card, you get that receipt. On top of that receipt, there's the address and there's the time. So that time is vital for everybody to use. So daily life, we use GPS, we take it for granted, but that's why the Space Force is there, to make sure we have that space capability. The space domain is why we create the Space Force, so we can still have the space asset working and serving our nation. And back then in 2020, I'm fortunate enough to be here today because the DOD or the military saved my life. I was diagnosed with a terminal disease, and luckily I was part of the military. Luckily they found a way to cure me, and I'm standing here today because I have that resiliency to step forward and to have a purpose. So for you guys here today, I would say, don't be scared to join the force. Don't be scared you're gonna join, they're gonna send you to war, you're gonna die. No, it's not just about fighting the war and carrying arms and just go fight. Because if I didn't join the Navy, I didn't join the DOD, I'll probably be dead now. So find that courage. Find that courage, find that commitment, find that purpose you want to do tomorrow. Because if you're sitting here today, make sure you have a good opportunity. We always say plan for the future. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So keep in mind, when you're going to plan, you're going to have opportunities. Make sure when those opportunities step into your door, you say, yes, I want to be part of it. Because when I was sitting in your shoes, no one told me what to do. But I was brave enough to knock on the door of the Air Force, the United States Navy, and the Space Force to say, I want to be part of it. And find that courage. And today the United States Space Force is proud, is honored to be the sponsor of this first robotic event. And is more proud for the event, for this event which is the first dive. I would say be part of the team. So in the Space Force, in the Air Force, we all get to the mission. We all complete the mission because we are part of the team. So you guys have a skill set that we need because we need a driver, we need a safety, we need a technician to build these robots, to make sure they keep functioning every day. But the Air Force, the Space Force, we all need that teamwork to accomplish the mission. So today, parents, teacher, coach, make sure you empower your students. Make sure you empower your children so they have the opportunity to join the force. They have the opportunity to be better tomorrow because it's not just about be the best, it's about be a best version of yourself for tomorrow. So for all the competitors, I would say it's always going to be one winner, but the loser or the person who failed, it's not about being the last. It's about learning from the mistake, learning why you failed. So tomorrow, you can be better. You can fall forward. And I would say Semper Supra, which is the Air Force motto, and say good luck to everybody. Yeah. I think we have a video to play about the Space Force, so.
Today, space is essential not only to our way of life, it's absolutely critical to the modern way of war. GPS, ATMs, cell phones, gas pumps, traffic lights, power grids, guided missiles, surveillance, RPAs, ground combat control. There's no such thing as a day without space operations. You just don't see them. Earth is only half the battle. Cyber attacks and jamming of our satellites. Microsatellites that can create a debris field. At 17,000 miles an hour, a piece of metal the size of a coin can be weaponized. Now is the time for a military branch with a clear and singular focus on space. A military branch that protects the hopes and dreams of America and our way of life as the space domain becomes more and more contested. It's time for another giant leap. The United States Space Force is being built from the brightest minds across the space operations of the Air Force, our joint services, and the private sector. We aren't just getting ready for the near future, we're getting ready for the 22nd century. When our enemies ask, what if? We will have an answer. When foreign powers can build bases on the dark side of the moon, when private companies are inventing a new economy beyond our planet, we need to stay one step ahead of the future. And the future is where we'll make history. We will fight in an environment with no up or down, no left or right, where there are no borders and nowhere to hide. Our Space Force is defending our country, here on Earth and wherever our mission takes us. As commerce and exploration expand, we will imagine the unimaginable, anticipate the inconceivable, and prepare for the impossible. We won't just think outside the box, we'll think outside the atmosphere, in one of the most challenging environments ever known.
All right, let's hear one more time for Technical Sergeant Happy Happy. And now I would like to introduce our next speaker, Dean Menace, who is the Deputy Department Manager of NAVSEA Port Hueneme Division.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? How many of you woke up early because there was a time change last night, right? Yeah, boo. That's what I heard from all of you, that you weren't too happy about that. Hey, this is day 2, right? And we had 55 competitions yesterday. And today we have 72, as I understand. Are you all ready to win? Wow, I heard more here and not there. Are you ready to win? Perfect. And now I hear there's some representatives from California. Is that right? Nevada? Arizona? And we have some international partners here too as well. China? That's China? Netherlands? And I think there's Armenia. Wow, great. Hey, folks, I heard you did fantastic yesterday. Today, you're going to be doing a lot more, and we're going to be watching all of you do your best. Now, all of these, I had an opportunity to take a look at some of the contraptions you made here, your robots. Let me tell you, very impressive. I work for a science and technology research lab here for the U.S. Navy, and some of the stuff that you have here, boy, we could use some of this. So be proud from what you guys have done, because this is fantastic. Thank you. Thank yourselves. Thank your mentors. Thank the volunteers. And thank Ventura County. And thank Angel. Where's Angel? Angel's right there. Thank Angel. And you know what? When I got here, they gave me some VIP treatment, some escorts. McKenna is one of my escorts. And Brianna, which means they're going to be driving me around in a cart. Is that right? Yeah, they're going to drive me around to take a look at a lot of your robots. And I think they call it the pit. We call it the pit that's in the back here. I've never seen that before. I am very excited to see what you have to show. And you know what? Don't be shy. Talk to me. Tell me what you have, because all this stuff that you have, I'm going to be very impressed. So thank you for being here in Ventura County. I know a lot of you drove from a long way, flew from a long way, and are here to show what you've got. A little bit about me, just so you know. They said my name is Dean Menace. So you remember, it's like Dennis the Menace. Anybody hear about Dennis the Menace? He's a cartoon figure. Yeah, I look just like him. Dennis the Menace. I work with a group over here with the U.S. Navy, and we work with all the Navy ships. And we've got all of the fantastic advanced systems on board these ships. And one of these days, one of you may be working for us. With our organization, look out. We do have a lot of STEM programs. We have a lot of internships. If you want to know more about that, come see me. I think a lot of you are probably juniors and seniors, right? We have juniors here? Ooh, very low. How about seniors? And a lot of you about to graduate, right? Class of 2025. Well, I'm going to say thank you, good luck, and I'm going to be watching every one of you. So have a great time and keep that happy smile. Let's hear a big cheer for all of you. Louder. Perfect. I'll take you back to your MC. Have a great time, everybody.
Let's give one more round of applause for Dean Menace. Thank you, Dean. All right. We have a few more things here to go before we get back to our qualifications. But there's some people we want to recognize. To make first events run smoothly, it takes dedicated volunteers. It's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. And we can always use more volunteers, so come join the fun and volunteer at an upcoming event. Let's show your appreciation to the terrific volunteers making this event fun. And please welcome back our hard-working referees. And also, please welcome back the judges. Hopefully you've had a chance to meet all of them and impress them. Good morning, judges. And please show your appreciation for another talented group of volunteers, your robot inspectors, led by lead robot inspector Gary Olmstead. A reminder that all teams must be re-inspected after the final qualification match to be eligible for the playoff tournament. There are so many volunteers that put in countless hours of work and planning before and during the regional. Please show your appreciation for your field volunteers, which includes your resetters, cuers, scorekeepers, and FTAAs, led by FTA Michael. As well as your field supervisor, Kenneth Folks. Your pit volunteers, which includes pit admin, spare parts, and safety attendants. And your awesome pit admin supervisor is Dan Divicaris. And finally, the volunteers working behind the scenes like at volunteer registration and our fabulous volunteer coordinator, Leslie Lovett.
Here's how today's schedule is going to work. This morning, we're going to finish up all our remaining qualification matches and then go straight into our alliance selection, where the top 8 teams will pick 2 partner teams. These 8 alliances will move on to our playoffs. After a lunch break, we'll play the playoff rounds and present awards between the matches. Then we'll end the competition with a final closing and award ceremony. It's going to be an exciting day, and remember, safety first. Before we power on the robots, please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. And here to perform the national anthem, please welcome Luke DeBell, Akhilesh Kumar from Team 2429, and Brooke Brenneman from Team 3512.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Are you ready to play Reefscape? Teams, come on the field and turn on your robots. Let's get started with our matches.
And please welcome back our game announcers, Dan Green and Stanford Oler.
Let's meet the teams on our Red Alliance, starting with 4079. Joining them is 6000. Continuing with our Red Alliance, our final team is 4123.
From Bellflower, California, Tribe Robotics.
Starting off our Blue Alliance, 5869.
Out of Quartz Hill, the Quartz Hill Aqueduct.
Joining them is 4414.
From Ventura, High Tide.
And closing out the Blue Alliance is 10166.
Out of Port Hueneme, Thunderbites.
But I
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, here we go. It's day 2 here in Ventura County. That's number 56. It's autonomous. 5 to 6 robots moving here. Blue Alliance scoring some coral and moving. They're going to get the ranking point bonus from that autonomous round. We enter in a teleoperator mode. Drivers now have control of the robots. Everybody moving here. Tied up score here in the early going. About 2 minutes left in this match. Red Alliance scoring those coral, those white coral up on the rig, up at the 4th level. Those are worth 6 points. Blue Alliance trying to score over on their rig. They've got 6 scored at the top level, that 4th level as well. Now a 7th one put up there by 44-14, high tie. About a minute and a half left to go in this match. Advantage Blue. They are up by about 12 points in the early going though. Still well over a minute to go, so anything can happen in this match. 40-79, Quantum Leap trying to score one of those white coral. It falls a little lower, and it does score at the 1-point level though, or the level 1, worth 3 points. Blue Lions still maintaining that lead. They built it up a little bit. They got about a 28-point lead. Another score by High Tide, 44-14 for Blue. About 3/4 of a minute to go in this match. The Blue Lions still building up that lead even more. 37-point lead. Coming down to half a minute to go in the match. 2 red robots parked under the net on their side. Coming to the end game here. There's the audio indicator. 2 red robots parked. 1 blue robot over there. A second one coming over that direction. 10 seconds to go in the match. Blue robot trying to hang in there, up in the air. Nicely done. 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got a score coming up. It's going to be the Blue Alliance. They take the match with a score of 129-80. 5 ranking points for the blue team. 3 for the win, 1 for the bars, 1 for autonomous. Nicely done. Our number 2 seeded team, 44-14, stays in the 2nd position.
Let's meet our Red Alliance, starting with 3749.
Out of San Diego, Team Optics.
Joining them is 10698.
Currently in the 6th-seeded position out of Armenia, Armathronics.
And closing out our Red Alliance is 3863.
They're currently in 4th position out of Newberry Park, Pantherbotics.
Starting off our Blue Alliance is 9084.
Out of Goleta, it's the Octobots.
Joining them is 8006.
From Los Angeles, the Phantoms.
And rounding out our Blue Alliance is 1868.
From Mountain View, the Space Cookies.
One thing I said that I would never do. A look from you and I would fall from grace, and that would wipe the smile right from my face. Do you remember when we used to dance, and incidents arose from circumstance? One thing led to another, we were young, and we would scream together songs unsung. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what my heart meant. The heat of the moment showed in your eyes. And now you find yourself in 82. The disco hotspots hold no charm for you. You can't concern yourself with bigger things. You catch a pull and ride the dragon's wings. 'Cause it's the heat of the moment. The heat of the moment. The heat of the moment showed in your and when your looks are gone and you're alone.
All right. Well, coming up in our next match, we've got two top 10 teams, one who's already in an alliance captain position, one who's going to be fighting for one of those positions. So let's meet our teams, starting with the Red Alliance. Please welcome Team 3863.
Coming to us from Newbury Park, California, that's Panther Robotics.
Joining them is team number 3880.
From Kailua Kona, Hawaii, that's the Tiki Techs.
And finally, rounding out the Red Alliance is team 4079.
From Cypress, California, that's Quantum Leap.
Let's go over and meet our Blue Alliance teams now, starting with team 971.
From Mountain View, California, that's Spartan Robotics.
Joining them, please welcome team 1138.
From Chatsworth, California, Eagle Engineering.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance, give it up for team 7327.
From Oxnard, California, the Metal Jackets.
All right, here we go. Drivers behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, dive.
And here we go, autonomous action here. Qualification match number 63. A coral up high on both sides of the field, courtesy of 1138 and 4079. 4079 trying to go for the 2-piece on the Red Alliance side. They are successful getting the second piece of coral up on L4. Can they go for the 3-piece? Just barely missing, but an impressive display from the Cyprus-based team. 9-7-1 on the Blue Alliance side, getting to work on the Blue Alliance Reef, going up for an L4 score. They are successful. 73-27, the Metal Jackets and Eagle Engineering both going up for the Blue Alliance, trying to make up the deficit they had after Autonomous. 4079 wants to keep their lead, as do the 38-63 Panther Robotics, picking up an algae off of the reef, clearing up some space for them to score later on in this match. 52-44. Blue Alliance catching up just slightly, and 9-7-1 trying to go up for a net on the Blue Alliance side. They are successful grabbing that one up. A relatively close match so far, 53-56. Getting exciting over here, folks, as 9-7-1 wants to move up into that top 8. Going to their human player station is the 101-66. That sound means we've got about 20 seconds left in this match. 73-57 now in favor of the Blue Alliance, pulling ahead just a little bit more. But it's time to climb, and we can see how the climb affects things. Blue Alliance has set up all shallow cages on their side, so we won't see any deep climbs from them. Red Alliance is 2 parks on the Blue Alliance side as well, as time expires here on qualification match number 70.
All right, it's going to be the Blue Alliance taking that match. They won the score 94-71. 4 ranking points for the blue teams. 3 for winning, 1 for autonomous. And losing, the Red Alliance also gets 1 ranking point for their autonomous round.
Let's meet our Red Alliance, starting with 44-14.
From Ventura, it's our currently number 2 seeded alliance, or team. It's High Tide.
Joining them is 1868.
From Mountain View, the Space Cookies.
And closing out our Red Alliance is 73-27.
Out of Oxnard, Metal Jackets.
Starting off our Blue Alliance, it's 26-37.
From Rolling Hills Estates, Phantom Cats.
Joining them is 41-83.
Out of Tucson, Arizona, the Bit Buckets.
And last but not least, 5700.
From San Francisco, Soda Cyber Dragons.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, here we go. Match number 71 underway here at Ventura County. 4 out of the 6 robots moving in autonomous. Early advantage to the Red Alliance. 29-9 as we enter into teleoperator mode. Red in the lead. Drivers have control of the robots. Got 5 out of the 6 robots appear to be moving. The Soda Cyber Dragons appear to have their drive disabled, so they are not moving. We'll see if they get reset, and they did. So now they're moving. Great. So everybody moving here in match number 71 here in Ventura County. Advantage Red by about 30 points in the early going here. High Tide, our number 2 ranked team at this point. Scoring with those Coral. They've got it. They're going up high, and they scored at level 4. Got another one at level 4 as well. They can pick it up off the ground quickly. It twists in their robot, gets in position to drop right on the reef. Very efficient for that robot. They can just scoop those suckers up, put them in, put them up. Less than a minute to go in the match. 48-point advantage for the Red Alliance. High Tide just picking them up off the ground, those Coral, and scoring them extremely quickly. 40 seconds now remaining in the match. The Phantom Cats for Blue scoring some Coral on there as well for the Blue Alliance. About half a minute to go here. Over a 50-point lead, though, for the Red Alliance as we come to the end game. Seconds now remaining in the match. The Space Cookies for Red trying to get in position to hang. Their partners, High Tide, trying to do the same. High Tide looks like they're up in the air. Space Cookies not quite yet. 2 blue robots park as time expires. A 3rd red robot parks at the very end.
In the world tonight, I hope it's safe and sound. I'll hold you so close. Just let yourself go down. Move it down to the ground. Get out what's inside of you.
All right, we got a score coming up. It's the Red Alliance taking that match. They win it by a score of 141-68. That's 5 ranking points for the red teams. 3 for the win, 1 for the barge, and 1 for autonomous. Nicely done. Our 2nd seeded team stays in the number 2 position. Remember, as we get closer to the end here in the morning, that was match 71. We go up to 78. Teams should be getting ready for their alliance selection. So if you are in the top 10 to 15, maybe 20 teams, you should definitely have a list of who you'd like to pick. Even if you are not the picker, you may be the first choice, and your partner may ask you for some advice. So you should have a list of who you think you want to pick in the alliance selection prepared when we do the alliance selection.
Let's meet the teams on our Red Alliance, starting with 5869.
From Quartz Hill, it's the Quartz Hills Ducks, Aqueducts.
Joining them is 8006.
Out of Los Angeles, the Phantoms.
And closing out the Red Alliance is 6764.
From Fillmore, the Flash Drives.
Starting off our Blue Alliance, 9421.
Currently sitting in the number 8 seeded position. Out of Hong Kong, it's Nexus.
Joining them is 4019.
From Studio City, Mechanical Paradise.
And rounding out our Blue Alliance is 8404.
Out of Fremont, the Skywalkers.
Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play because I play them too. Oh, but I need some time off from that emotion. Time to pick my heart up off the floor. Oh, when that love comes down with a devotion. Well, it takes a storming, baby, but I'm showing you the door. 'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Because I got to go for faith. I got to have faith. Baby, I know you're asking me to
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, here we go. Match number 72 at Ventura County underway. 5 of the 6 robots out of the start position. One of the blue robots, an autonomous, came crashing into the side of the field, but they are still on the start line. So, no autonomous points in that no ranking points in that autonomous session. We enter into teleoperator mode, score 6-6. Drivers have control of the robots. 5 of the 6 robots are moving. 1 red robot appears to not be moving. Although all 3 red robots now in a line. A couple of them are moving, but not very far. Meanwhile, the Blue Alliance with a couple of scores, putting some coral at level 1, but that gives them the lead. They're up by 6 points. Minute 19 left in this match. So the Red Alliance still struggling with their drive systems. One of the robots has slight movement of twitching, but they're really not moving anywhere. They're just moving back and forth, twitching. We go down under a minute, 55 seconds to go in this match. Blue now with a 10-point lead. Trying to grab one of the algae out of the reef, and they're able to do it. Nicely done by the Skywalkers. .22 lead as we enter into the end game. Two blue robots in the parked position, 1 red robot there. 6 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time expires. All right, here comes the score. It's the Blue Alliance. They win the match with a score of 44-20. 3 ranking points for the blue teams, 1 ranking point for the barge for the red team.
Let's introduce our Red Alliance, starting with 41-23.
From Bellflower, Tribe Robotics.
Joining them is 60-60.
From Rosamond, it's Circuit Serpents.
And closing it out is 5-8-9.
From La Crescenta, it's Falcon Robotics.
Over on our Blue Alliance, starting it off is 11-38.
From Chatsworth, Eagle Engineering.
Joining them is Team 4.
It's from Van Nuys, it's Element.
And last but not least, 38-63.
Out of Newberry Park, it's Panther Robotics.
Picking up prisoners and putting them in a pen, and all she wants to do is. It's been said and done. Every beautiful thought's been already sung, and I guess right now here's another one. So your melody will play on and on with the best of all. You are beautiful.
Before we begin the tournament, let's roll the explanation of Reefscape gameplay and scoring for those joining us for our playoffs.
Welcome to the 2025 First Robotics Competition game, Reefscape, presented by Haas. 2 alliances of 3 teams each compete to earn points by harvesting algae, seeding coral on their reef, and returning to their barge to ascend to the ocean's surface. Alliances earn additional rewards for meeting specific scoring thresholds and for cooperating with their opponents. Prior to the start of the match, teams can choose to hang a shallow cage or a deep cage on their barge. Robots start each match at their starting line and may be preloaded with 1 coral. During the first 15 seconds of the match, robots are autonomous and can be programmed to leave the starting line, remove algae from their reef, and place coral on their reef. If all enabled robots on an alliance leave the starting line and score at least one coral in auto, the alliance earns the auto ranking point. During the following 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the match, drivers control their robot. Robots can place algae in their net and collect coral from human players at their coral station to place on their reef. Coral placed higher on the reef are worth more points. If an alliance can score enough coral on all 4 levels, they will earn an additional ranking point. Robots can also deliver algae to their processor. Once processed, the algae can be taken by the opposing human player and scored into the net. When 2 algae are delivered to each processor, both alliances earn a co-op point. The co-op point reduces the number of coral needed on the reef to earn the ranking point and influences a team's rank in the tournament. As time runs out, robots race back to their barge to hang on their cage and ascend to the ocean surface. Points are awarded to robots that can hang on a shallow cage, and even more points are awarded to robots that can hang on a deep cage. An alliance that scores enough barge points will earn the barge ranking point. The alliance that earns the most points overall wins the match.
Welcome to the playoffs and the double elimination bracket tournament. In a double elimination format, once an alliance loses 2 matches, they are eliminated. 2 losses, and it's time to cheer on others. There are 2 brackets, an upper bracket and a lower bracket. All alliances start round 1 in the upper bracket. Alliances that win matches progress through rounds in the upper bracket, but losing a match in the upper bracket moves you to the lower bracket. Alliances that win matches in the lower bracket progress through rounds in the lower bracket, but a loss in the lower bracket results in elimination from the tournament. The winners of the upper and lower bracket play each other in a traditional best 2 out of 3 final round to determine the tournament winner. To ensure teams get the time they need to keep their robots match ready, after rounds 3, 4, and 5, we'll take a break showing some videos and presenting awards. It's going to be exciting, so get ready to cheer on our competitors.
To win the medal, and you work so hard that you knew you wouldn't settle. Hands are in the air, hands are in the air. When they hear you when you thought they wouldn't listen, it's like an anthem that the whole world's singing. Hands are in the air, hands are in the air. Whoa, something big, I feel it happening out in my control. Pushing, pulling, and it's grabbing me. Feel it in my bones like oh, whoa. Shake. If we clap our hands, the walls will break. Yo, so loud, won't forget our names. Cause something big is happening. Take this spark and start a fire. Raise this up, we're feeling high. They can't tell us anything. Something big is happening. I feel it happening out of my control. Pushing, pulling, and it's grabbing me. Feel it in my bones like oh, whoa.
It's time for our first playoff match. We're in the upper bracket for round 1, match 1, where we have the number 1 alliance in red and the number 8 alliance in blue. The winner of this match moves on in the upper bracket. The losing alliance will drop down to the lower bracket, where they'll play another match and need a win to stay in the tournament.
And make the bad guys good for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. 'Cause you know I love the players, and you love the game. 'Cause we're young and we're reckless, we'll take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, or with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. But I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Cherry lips, crystal skies, I could show you incredible things. Stolen kisses, pretty lies. You're the king, baby, I'm your queen. Find out what you want, be that girl for a month. Wait, the worst is yet to come. Oh no, screaming, crying, perfect storms. I can make all the tables turn. Rose garden filled with thorns. Keep you second guessing like, oh my god, who is she? I get drunk on jealousy, but you'll come back each time you leave. 'Cause darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. 'Cause you know I love the players, and you love the game. 'Cause we're young and we're reckless, we'll take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, or with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. But I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn ya. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. 'Cause you know I love the players, and you love the game. 'Cause we're young and we're reckless, we'll take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, or with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. But I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. I don't like your little games. Don't like your tilted stage. The role you made me play of the fool. No, I don't like you. I don't like your perfect crime. How you laugh when you lie. Oh, I don't like you. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. Honey, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me
Let's meet our teams for our first playoff match, starting with 44-14.
From Ventura, it's High Tide.
Your alliance captain, 44-81.
Out of Eindhoven in the Netherlands, it's Rembrandt.
And the final member of their alliance, 58-05.
Out of Rancho Santa Margarita, it's Assembly Required.
Over on the blue alliance, starting it off is 26-37.
From Rolling Hills Estates, it's Phantom Cat.
Your alliance captain, 94-21.
All the way from Hong Kong, it's Nexus.
And the final member of their alliance is 24-29.
From La Cañada, Flintridge, the Blockhead.
Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I'm sorry, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, here we go. It's the playoffs. Match number 1 here at Ventura County. Our number 1 seeded alliance in red, number 8 seeded alliance in blue. That was the autonomous round. We enter into teleoperator mode. The Red Alliance with an early lead, already up 30 points. Scoring a lot of coral up on level 4 over on the red side. They've got a couple other ones as well. Now they've tossed a couple of algae, 3 of them, into the net. Here comes a 4th one. The robot, High Tide, putting them in there. Now here comes the Rembrandts doing the same. Red Alliance racking up the points. Meanwhile, over on the blue side, a number of coral in place already. And here comes 24-29, the Blockheads, putting another one up. That one they miss. And their partners also miss, the Phantom Cats. Remember, the winner will stay in the upper bracket, and the loser of this match goes into the lower bracket. The coral filling up almost the entire reef over on the red side. Only a couple left to fill in, and there's the last 2 in the top row. Looks like there's 2 more on the next row, the level 3. Now they've got that filled. Now they're working on level 2. 30 seconds left. Red Alliance is trying to fill that in. They're doing a good job as we're coming toward the end game. We enter the end game. 15 seconds remaining in the match. 2 red robots up in the air. A 3rd one going to try as well with 7 seconds to go. And it looks like all 3 of them are up. Time expires. One of them may not get credit for it. They may be touching the carpet. But huge score for the Alliance 1. The real-time score shows over 200 points. Definitely the highest score we've seen. Let's let the referees tabulate it and see what happens. Holy cow.
Just tell me what to do. I'll fall right into you. Going under 'cause I spell, just say the word. I feel your love. Boom, clap, the sound in my heart. The beat goes on and on and on and on. And boom, clap, you make me feel good. Come on to me now.
All right, we got a score coming up. It's the Red Alliance. Let's see how many points they got. 238 points. Clearly the high score here, the Ventura County Regional. But wow, that is a high score. Not quite the record in all of first yet. Missing the highest score we've seen so far in first over the first 2 weeks by 10 points. Great score by the number 1 seeded Alliance. And that's only their first match. So they're going to stay in the upper bracket. And Alliance 8 will go into the lower bracket. Both will live on to compete again in the next round.
It's it's time for match 2 in the upper bracket for round 1. We've got the number 4 alliance in red and a number 5 alliance in blue. The winner of this match stays in the upper bracket and will play in round 2, match 5. The losing alliance will drop down to the lower bracket and need a win to stay in the tournament. Let's meet the teams on the Red Alliance, starting with 9084.
From Goleta, California, that's the Octobots.
Joining them is 7426.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, pair of Dice Robotics.
And closing out their alliance is 1661.
From Sherman Oaks, California, it's the Gravitrons.
Over on the Blue Alliance, starting it off is 5514.
From Carlsbad, California, it's the Mavbots.
Joining them is 9772.
From Winnetka, California, Titans Robotics.
And finishing off their alliance, 5012.
From Palmdale, California, Griffin Gear.
Come some of the work gets kind of hard. And this ain't no place to be if you plan on being a star. Let me tell you, it's always cool. And the boss don't mind sometimes if you act the fool at the car wash. Talking about the car wash. Come on, y'all, and sing it for me.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
And welcome to playoff match number 2. Your number 4 seed alliance in red, your number 5 seed alliance in blue. We've got some Coral up high over here on the Red Alliance side of the field. 3 Coral going up from 9084, 7426, and 1661, just barely missing at the last second there. An attempted Coral over there from 12. Alliance 4 up 33-9 as the drivers step forward and take those controls. And 9084 is getting to work. 7426 has stopped moving. There we go. Getting under motion is pair of Dice Robotics finalists at 2 regionals last year. 9084 getting loaded up on the Red Alliance side. Meanwhile, on blue, 9772 going up for an L4 Coral. 5012 attempting to join them, but bouncing off of L1 is that Coral that they're trying to score. Alliance 4 still up 48-14. But it's nothing the Blue Alliance can't come back from. 9084, though, looking to extend that lead. 7426 working on some algae on that reef, trying to clear it as best they can to give themselves as many places to score as possible. Those corals do not count if they are touching algae, so you need to get it out of the way. 9084, 7426 still working on the reef over on the Red Alliance side. On blue, 9772. Titans Robotics trying to get ready to clear an algae off of their reef. 1 Coral up high on the Blue Alliance side, 63-23 in favor of the Red Alliance currently, but the Blue Alliance is looking to change that. 97-72 headed towards the barge, going to be putting an algae inside of their net. We'll see if they can pull that off. 65-14, the Mavbots, our friends from Carlsbad, put a Coral up on L3 on the Blue Alliance side. 1 minute left, 63-23 in favor of the Red Alliance. 9084 trying to find their footing a little bit, hitting the reef, trying to clear a stuck Coral from inside the robot. They are successful, and they are still up 63-30. A little bit scary over there for the Mavbots, just barely not getting stuck on an algae as they load up with Coral and head back to their reef. Score is still unchanged from about 30 seconds ago as the Mavbots get lined up on L3 and score for the Blue Alliance. Defense on both sides of the field. 50-12 defending for the Blue Alliance, trying to stop 9084 from cycling and getting. It does seem to be successful. The Red Alliance has not scored in some time, but they are still up 63-34. About 15 seconds left. What are we going to see for climb here, folks? As 9084 get lined up with a deep cage on the Red Alliance side. deploying their hook. 5 seconds left on the Blue Alliance side. We've got a triple park and a climb over there, maybe from 5012, potentially a last-second climb from the Octobot. So we'll have to see how that one shakes out with your official results in just a moment. Scores coming up on the big board, heading into the upper bracket is your Red Alliance in this match. For 88 or 85 to 44, Red Alliance headed to the upper bracket. Match number 7. We're going to be seeing this Red Alliance again, or Blue Alliance again, in the lower bracket, match number 5. They will be receiving a yellow card, however, for repeated G210 violations, forcing opponents into penalties. The number 5 seed Alliance is carrying a yellow card with them for the rest of their playoff matches for repeated G210 violations.
We're halfway through round 1 in the upper bracket with match 3. The number 2 alliance is in red and the number 7 alliance is in blue. The winner of this match stays in the upper bracket and the losing alliance drops to the lower bracket. Let's meet the teams on our Red Alliance, starting with 5026.
From Burlingame, California, this is the Iron Panthers.
Joining them is 6060.
From Newbury Park, California, Panther Robotics.
And closing out our alliance is 3863.
They are Panther Robotics from Newbury Park, California. 6060 is the Circuit Serpents from Rosamond, California.
Starting off our Blue Alliance, 971.
From Mountain View, California, Spartan Robotics.
Joining them is 4079.
From Cypress, California, Quantum Leap.
And the final member of their alliance, 589.
From La Crescenta, California, Falcon Robotics.
drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
And here we go, folks. Match number 3 in our upper bracket. Autonomous action on both sides of the field. A Coral up high on the Red Alliance side, making that 2, courtesy of 50-26. 3 up high over on the Blue Alliance side. Can 971 get a last-second Coral scored? Yes, they can. A 3-piece Autonomous executed by the 2009 FRC World Champions. Alliance 7 versus Alliance 2. Extremely close as the drivers take those controls. 40-38 in favor, 45-38 in favor of the Blue Alliance, but the Red Alliance is responding. 50-26, your 2019 FRC World Champions. Getting lined up with the Coral Station, sending a Coral into that robot, making their way to the backside of the reef, scoring in the most difficult locations to see first. As 38-63 get ready to navigate around the defense from 5-8-9, who are trying to interrupt this Red Alliance. Still incredibly close here, folks. Just a Coral between these two alliances, 5 points. 971, 4079, both working together on the reef, on the Blue Alliance side, and pulling just slightly ahead, 5 points. Now the Red Alliance is ahead by 2 points. It is incredibly close here, folks. Great action on both sides of the field. Both alliances running the same strategy of 2 offense robots and 2 defense robots. Mutually assured defense on either side. 50-26 trying to get a Coral back into their end effector to score as the Blue Alliance just pulls slightly further ahead. 40-79 trying to get lined up with the reef. Mirrored by their partners 971 on the opposite side of the field. Blue Alliance now firmly ahead, 83-75. It is nothing the Red Alliance can't make up. The 50-26 are still trying to clear a Coral jam from inside of their robot and is affecting the Red Alliance's chances in this match. Not helped by the defense of 5-8-9 running between those 2 Coral stations, stopping these Red Alliance robots from loading. 971 getting lined up the backside of the reef. They got an algae in their way, struggling to make it to the correct spot. 38-63 still fighting with 5-8-9 as they navigate back and forth, trying to score as much Coral as they can. 10 points now, your margin between these 2 alliances with about 30 seconds left. 40-79, Quantum Leap looking to make that margin even greater. 50-26, seems we're not able to Coral Jam going to climb earlier than most of the other robots. That's all they can do right now, but they are up for your Red Alliance at the moment. About 10 seconds left. Are we going to see any other climbs? 5-8-9 going up with their donut climb on the Blue Alliance side. 971, can they get climbed? Last second, they got 3 seconds. 971 still trying to get up for the Blue Alliance. Not quite. We'll have the official results for this match in just a moment.
I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he mightn't blow up and kill this man.
Swinging your thing to the song, 'cause that's how we come to dance for the strong.
And your scores coming up for this match. It is a close one, just a 6-point margin. Your Blue Alliance taking this victory, 120 to 114. An incredible display on both sides of the field. Alliance number 2, it's not over for them. They're headed to the lower bracket. We're going to see them again in round 2, match number 6. They will be receiving a yellow card in that match for a G101 violation entering the field during a match. The number 7 seed Alliance, we're going to be seeing them again in the upper bracket, round 2, match number 8.
It's time for our final upper bracket round 1 match, match 4, where we've got the number 3 Alliance in red and the number 6 Alliance in blue. Once again, the winner of this match stays in the upper bracket and the losing Alliance drops to the lower bracket. Let's meet the teams on our Red Alliance, starting with 106.98.
From Armenia, they are Amathronix 15.
Joining them is 32.56.
From San Jose, California, the Warrior Borg.
And closing out their alliance, 11.38.
From Chatsworth, California, Eco Engineering.
Starting up our Blue Alliance is 41.23.
From Bellflower, California, that's Tribe Robotics.
Joining them is 74.19.
From Dublin, California, Tech Support.
And closing out our Blue Alliance is 35.12.
From Orchid, California, Spartatronics.
So clap, 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 so clap. Yeah, whoa. Me say me want to see everybody a move. Dance all enough. That a man coming at you. We just want to pick up QTV. Bob Sinclair. It's a dance thing, you see me? Somewhere it just bounce up. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Let's go. Make it hot. Come on.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2.
Let's go. Rock this party. Dance everybody. Make it
Who's rooting for our Red Alliance?
move your body. Rock this party. Dance
Who's rooting for our Blue Alliance?
Don't know what's on your mind. We come for you, have a good time. We want you waistline. We want you shake your behind. I'm in a dancing.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1. Dive!
And we are go here for the 4th match of our playoffs here at Ventura 2025. Your number 3 seed Alliance in red, your number 6 seed Alliance in blue. 11:38 got a coral up high for your Red Alliance. Some missed coral over there on the Blue Alliance side from 4-1-2-3. They still have some in the trough on their side, worth some points, but not as many as they might have wanted. 16-12 the scores as the drivers take their controls. 4-1-2-3. Making their way up to the barge, scoring an algae in the net for the Blue Alliance, trying to make up the deficit that they currently have to red. 11:38 adding to the Red Alliance lead as they put up a coral up high. 32-56, the Warrior Borgs going up high for the Red Alliance. 106-98, trying to do the same. Triple offense on this Red Alliance. In fact, triple offense on both sides of the field, but Spartatronics seem to not be moving. Hopefully they can get something going here. It is a close match, and this could affect the Blue Alliance's chances for the rest of this match. 74-19, tech support. Our friends from Dublin putting a coral up on L3. Going up is Tribe Robotics over to L4 on the Blue Alliance side. 11:38 going up for the Red Alliance. 52-38 your scores with about 90 seconds left. 74-19 tech support making their way towards their reef, going up on L3. 106.98, trying to get some algae off of the reef for the Red Alliance, freeing up places to score as 11:38 score up high for the Red Alliance, extending that lead 69-49, just over a minute remaining. 11:38 getting lined up on that coral station for the Red Alliance for 1-2-3, picking an algae up off of their reef. They're going to score a coral and then head towards their barge and score that algae that they just picked up. Some very efficient scoring, and that is pulling them closer to the Red Alliance's score, 78-68. Just 2 coral could swing the match in favor of the Blue Alliance. 106.98 getting ready to go climb on the Red Alliance side of the field on the deep cage. 32.56 getting lined up with L3 on their side of the field. 11:38 dropping a coral as they attempt to go score on L3 on the Red Alliance side. For 1-2-3 getting ready to score up in the barge once again. That sound means we've got under 20 seconds left in this match. The Red Alliance has pulled ahead by 2 points unexpectedly at the last second. Some very efficient scoring right in the nick of time for the Red Alliance as 11:38 get lined up on the deep cage for the Red Alliance. What are we going to see from Blue? 106.98 climbs for the Red Alliance. 11:38 just barely not up. We'll have to see what that climb counts as with your official results for playoff match number 4 in just a moment. And it's your Red Alliance taking victory in this match. 107-98. Those climbs making the difference here, folks. The Red Alliance is going to be heading to our upper bracket. We're going to see them again in round 2, match number 8. And your Blue Alliance, alliance number 6, we're going to be seeing in the lower bracket, match number 6 in round number 2.
All right, it's time for round number 2. We're making our first trip to the lower bracket for round 2, match 5, between Alliance number 8 and Alliance number 5. Let's start over here and introduce the Red Alliance, starting with Team 2637.
From Rolling Hills Estates in California, Phantom Cats.
Joining them is the Alliance captains, team number 9421.
From Hong Kong, it's Nexus.
And rounding out this alliance, please welcome team 2429.
From La Cañada, Flintridge, it's the Blockheads.
And heading over to the Blue Alliance here, starting with team 5514.
Out of Carlsbad, it's Mavbots.
Joining them will be team 9772.
Out of Winnetka, the Titan Robotics.
And rounding out the Blue Alliance, the Alliance captains, team 5012.
From Palmdale, it's Griffin Gear.
Pajamas live in effect, and I don't waste time on the mic with a dope rhyme. Jump to the rhythm, jump to the rhythm, jump. And I'm here to combine beats and lyrics to make you shake your pants, take a chance. Come on and dance, guys. Grab a girl, don't wait, make a twirl. It's your world, and I'm just a squirrel. Trying to get a nut to move your butt to the dance floor. So yo, what's up? Hands in the air. Come on, say yeah. Everybody over here, everybody over there. The crowd is live, and I will do this too. Party people in the house, move.
Right, here we go. Drivers behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, here we go. Round 2 begins here in the playoffs, match number 5. It's autonomous. Number 8-seeded Alliance in red. Number 5-seeded Alliance in blue. This is the lower bracket. We enter into teleoperator mode. Drivers now have control of the robots. The winner stays and competes again in the lower bracket. The loser of this match will be our first eliminated team. Close match so far. Slight lead for the Blue Alliance. They're up 17-14. But we are right at the beginning of this match. So 50-12 Griffin Gear trying to score up high. That one drops onto level 1. It's still going to count for some points. Now they get it up on level 4. Nicely done. Another one by their partners, the Mavbox for blue. That goes on level 3. So the Blue Alliance with a couple of coral taking the lead here. 36-19, 17-point lead. The Red Alliance seems to be struggling a little bit here. Scoring, they're going to coral up high. And they're getting ready to drop it, and they drop it on. Level 4, nicely done. We go down under a minute. 12-point lead for the Blue Alliance, our 5th-seeded Alliance. Plenty of time, though, for either one of these two alliances to take this match. 35 seconds now remaining. 11-point lead for the Blue Alliance. We're coming down to the end game. 24 seconds to go. Blue Alliance trying to build up the lead a little bit more. We get into the end game. 15 seconds. One blue robot stretched to hang. They clamped on to the cage. Second one over there too. 2 red robots there. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
There is no better time. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Right now is where you shine. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done. It's about what you're doing. It's all about where you going, no matter where you've been. Let's go.
Okay, and we got a score coming up. It is the Blue Alliance. So the Blue Alliance, which is Alliance number 5, winning 76-51. They are going to stay in the lower bracket. Unfortunately, our 8th-seeded Alliance has been eliminated. That is their second loss in the playoffs, so they get eliminated. How about, though, a round of applause for a great effort by that alliance, the teams on that alliance, Team 24-29, 94-21, and 26-37. They were great.
All right, we are staying in the lower bracket for round 2, match 6, where we've got the Alliance number 2 in red and Alliance number 6 in blue. The winner of this match stays alive in the lower bracket, but the losing Alliance will have 2 playoff losses and will be eliminated, finishing in a tie for 7th place. Let's meet the team, starting with Alliance number 2 over here on the Red Alliance. Please welcome Team 50-26.
From Burlingame, California, it's the Iron Panthers.
And joining them, we have Team 60-60.
From Rosamond, California, the Circuit Serpents.
And rounding out the Red Alliance over here is the Alliance captains. Please welcome Team 38-63.
From Newbury Park, California, the Panther Robotics.
Making our way over here to Alliance number 6, who is the Blue Alliance. Let's introduce them, starting with team number 41-23.
From Bellflower, California, Tribe Robotics.
Joining them is going to be team 74-19.
From Dublin, California, Tech Support.
And finally, rounding out Alliance number 6 is the Alliance captains. Please welcome team 35-12.
From Orcutt, California, Spartatronics.
We have the thumbs up. So, drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
And here we go, folks. Second match in our lower bracket. Your number 2 seed Alliance in red. Your number 6 seed Alliance in blue. 4, 1, 2, 3 going for their autonomous over there. Trying to get a second coral up on L4. Not quite getting it. 50-26 going for the 3-piece autonomous. Might have got that last one. We'll have to see as the drivers step forward and take those controls. 42-13 in favor of the Red Alliance. 50-26 get lined up with the backside of the reef. 4, 1, 2, 3 have already put an algae up into the net on the Blue Alliance side. 74-19 going up for an L4 score on the Blue Alliance side. 50-26 another coral on the backside of the reef for the Red Alliance, maintaining that lead. 54-32. 35-12 just barely missing one of their coral off to the side on one of the reef posts on their side of the field. 50-26 going up for another L4 coral. Their partners on the opposite side of the field. 38-63 doing the same. This Red Alliance really finding their groove right now. Both partners just working on one side of the reef, doing very well to continue scoring and stay out of each other's way. 4, 1, 2, 3 on the Blue Alliance side, going up for a net score on their barge. 85-72 in favor of the Blue Alliance. 4, 1, 2, 3 going up for another net over there, while their partners 35-12 and tech support both work on some coral on that side of the field. The Red Alliance is very close to filling up the top level of their reef. 108-84 with 1 minute left. What can the Blue Alliance do to try to come back? 60-60 is trying to play some defense against this Blue Alliance, shutting down those coral stations, stopping the robots from loading. 35-12, Drip dropping another coral up on L3 of their reef. 117-106, Blue Alliance coming back just slightly as 74-19 put up a coral on L4. 14 points the margin. This is going to come down to climbs, folks. 4, 1, 2, 3, another score from them. 35-12 going up for an L4, just barely missing on their side of the field. 135, 119, now 138, 121. Both these alliances putting up some incredible scoring here. That sound means we've got 20 seconds left. 50-26. Trying to line up with a deep cage on the Red Alliance side. 35-12 looking to do the same. 144, 129 now. 50-26 going up for your Red Alliance. 35-12 looking to do the same, but it might not be connecting quite over there. As time expires here on our second lower bracket match, match number 6, we'll have the official results for this match in just a moment. The scores coming up for that match. It is your Red Alliance taking this one. 160-141. A great match on both sides of the field. Alliance 2 taking the W. They're going to be moving on to the lower bracket, match 9 in round number 3. And please help me in congratulating your number 6 seed Alliance, the teams 35-12 Spartatronics, 4123 Try Robotics, and 74-19 Tech Support. Give them a round of applause. They've played amazing this weekend, but unfortunately, their competition has come to a close.
Now we head back up to the upper bracket for round 2, match 7, where we have the number 1 alliance in red and the number 4 alliance in blue. The winner of this match moves on in the upper bracket. The losing alliance will drop down to the lower bracket, where they'll need a win to stay alive. Let's meet the teams on our number 1 alliance, starting with 44-14.
From Ventura, it's High Tide.
Your captain, 44-81.
From Eindhoven, Netherlands, it's Rembrandts.
And closing out their alliance, their final member, 58-05.
Out of Rancho Santa Margarita, assembly required.
Over on the blue alliance, starting it off is your captain, 74-26.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, Paradise Robotics.
Joining them is 90-84.
Out of Goleta, the Octobots.
And closing out their alliance, final member is 16-61.
From Sherman Oaks, it's the Griffitrons.
Walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself and do the Cupid shuffle. Now let me see you do the Cupid shuffle. Now let me see you do it. It's your boy Cupid, C-U-P, the hotter D. Mr. Fat on the track, got another hit indeed.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, here we go. Match number 7 underway. We are in the upper bracket. Both teams are undefeated. The winner will stay in the upper bracket. The loser will go to the lower bracket. Both teams will play again. That was Autonomous. The Red Alliance taking an early lead, doing very well in Autonomous. And now we enter into the teleoperator mode. Drivers have control of the robots. Everybody moving here. Round 2, match number 7. 20-point lead for the Red Alliance. Remember last time, this Red Alliance scored over 200 points, our high score here today. Already, with plenty of time remaining, they're at 80. So they're looking to score a big number once again. This Red Alliance is a scoring machine. Blue Alliance is no slough, though. They are doing very well as well. But the Red Alliance with a lead, over 30 points lead, and we still got just under a minute and a half to go. Here come the Rembrandts, tossing that LG up into the net for red. The partners High Tide put on a coral and then put another LG in the net. So just scoring after scoring for the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance having a very high score. They've got coral almost completely covering the top layer, layer 4. Same with the red side. So both alliances putting coral all over those reefs. 167, 174 now for the Red Alliance. 109 for the Blue Alliance. Half a minute to go in this match. Coral covering those reefs. I think before this is all over, we may see the reef covered in one of these matches. Maybe not this one, but one of them today. Down to 10 seconds remaining. All 3 red robots trying to hang. 1 blue robot over under the net on their side. 3 seconds, 2, 1. I think we may see another score over 200 points here when you add in the hanging points for being on the barge for this Red Alliance. Let's let the referees tabulate everything and we'll see what we come up with.
Doe je handen maar omhoog en zwaai van links naar rechts. Van links naar rechts, we gaan van links naar rechts. En we
All right, we got a score coming up. And once again, it's going to be the Red Alliance. So our number 1 seed alliance will stay in the upper bracket, 230 points. Still not a world record, but pretty good here. So the 1-seeded alliance stays in the upper bracket. Our number 4 alliance, with a nice score of 135, they are going to go to the lower bracket for their next round. So both teams stay alive. Lots of scoring. There were 2 branches on the Red Reef that were not covered with coral. So I do believe we're going to see one 100% filled with coral pretty soon in these playoff rounds.
It's time for our final round 2 match here in the upper bracket. Match 8 has the number 7 alliance in red and the number 3 alliance in blue. The winner of this match stays in the upper bracket. The losing alliance drops down to the lower bracket where they'll need a win to stay in the tournament. Let's meet our teams on the Red Alliance, starting with your captain, 971.
From Mountain View, California, Spartan Robotics.
Joining them, their partner, 4079.
From Cypress, California, Quantum Leap.
And the final member of their alliance, 589.
From La Crescenta, California, Falcon Robotics.
Over on our blue alliance, starting it off is 10698.
From Armenia, they are Armatronics 15.
Joining them is 3256.
From San Jose, California, the Warrior Horde.
And the final member of their alliance is 1138.
From Chatsworth, California, Eagle Engineering.
Gotta deal, you wanna know. Delightful, truly delightful. Making it, doing it, especially at a show. Feeling kinda high like a Hendrix haze. Music makes motion moves like a maze. All inside of me, heart especially. Hilt of the rhythm, where I wanna be. Flowing, glowing with electric eyes. You dip to the dive, baby, you'll realize. Baby, you'll see the funk inside of me. Baby, you'll see that rhythm is the key. Get witty, can't think, quit it. Stomp on the street when I hear funk blue. Playing pop pipe, follow her to shoot. Baby, just sing about the groove. Sing it. The groove is in the heart. The groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive!
And we are underway here for our 8th playoff match in the upper bracket. Your number 7 seed alliance in red, your number 3 seed alliance in blue. More coral going up here on the red alliance side of the field, 9-7-1. Trying to get one more coral up. They are successful. I believe that is 5 coral scored up top for the red alliance in autonomous. Crazy output from the 7 seed here as 9-7-1 and 40-79 get to work on their reef, scoring up high. Meanwhile, the blue alliance side of the field, 11-38, not content with their current deficit to the red alliance, scoring up high for blue. 32-56, the Warrior board is lined up, ready, locked, loaded, and headed towards their reef to score up high, taking off some algae. Joined by their partners, 11-38 on their side. 66-34 in favor of the red alliance, 40-79 going up for red. 9-7-1 tried to go for level 4, but it went on level 1. That's not stopping them, though. They are unfazed and continuing to score. The 2009 world champions scoring ridiculously over here on the red alliance side, joined by their partners Quantum Leap. On the blue alliance side, Eagle Engineering trying to go up for an L4 coral score, not quite getting it. Armathronix 15 going up for L4 on the blue alliance side, pulling them slightly closer to red, but the red alliance does have a pretty commanding lead here. It's something the blue alliance can't make up, however. They've got plenty of time should Calamity strike this red alliance. 9-7-1 going for L3 over on their side of the field. 40-79 Quantum Leap getting ready to go up on L3 as well for the red alliance. Just getting a little bit of a kerfuffle over there on the blue alliance side. 106-98 getting on top of 589 playing defense. 98-60, 45 seconds left. 589 continuing to play some hard defense against this blue alliance, stopping 1138 from loading their robot, getting coral 69-107 in favor of this red alliance, who has been mostly left alone for this entire match. 30 seconds left. 4 robots on one side of the field and 2 robots on the other side, who are just scoring relentlessly on this red alliance reef. 589 going in for a deep climb. That sound means we've got 20 seconds left. 106-98 going up for the blue alliance. 9-7-1 looks to be doing the same for red. 589 also looking to do the same for the red alliance. Eagle Engineering getting ready to go climb on the blue alliance side of the field. 9-7-1 going up for red as time expires here on playoff match number 8.
Left foot, let's stomp. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go? Can you go down low? All the way to the floor? How low can you go? Can you bring it to the top? Like you never stop? Can you bring it to the top? 1 hop. Right foot now. Left foot now, y'all. Cha-cha real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. 1 hop this time. Reverse. Reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops, 2 hops. 2 hops, 2 hops. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Charlie Brown. Hop it out now. Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Take it back now, y'all. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
And scores coming up for playoff match number 8. The Machine Fish tells us it's the Red Alliance taking this one. 136-93. Again, an impressive match on both sides of the field. Your Red Alliance, your number 7 seed, will be headed to match number 11 in the upper bracket. Meanwhile, it's not over for this number 3 seed alliance, who are blue in this match. They're going to be sent down to the lower bracket, and we're going to be seeing them again in round 3, match number 10.
It's time for round 3, which means we're more than halfway through our bracket. We're in the lower bracket for round 3 with the number 4 alliance in red and the number 2 alliance in blue. The winner of this match stays alive in the bracket, but the losing alliance will have 2 losses and be eliminated, finishing in a tie for 5th place. Starting up on our red alliance, 74-26.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, Paradise Robotics.
Joining them is 90-84.
Out of Goleta, the Octobots.
And closing out their alliance, their last member, 1661.
From Sherman Oaks, the Griffitrons.
Over on our blue alliance, starting it off is 50-26.
Out of Burlingame, it's the Iron Panthers.
Joining them is 60-60.
From Rosamond, it's the Circuit Serpents.
And closing out their alliance, the final member, 38-63.
Out of Newbury Park, Panther Robotics.
Drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, here we go. Round 3, match number 9. This is the lower bracket, so the winner continues to play in the lower bracket. The losing alliance will be eliminated. We've got the number 4 alliance in red, the number 4 and the number 2 alliance in blue. That was autonomous. 28-26, very close. Slight lead for the blue alliance. We enter into teleoperator mode. Drivers have control of the robots. Everybody moving here in match number 9. The second seeded alliance in blue building up a little bit more of a lead. They've got 4. Now they've got 13-point lead over the red alliance. Plenty of time remaining in this match. Lots of coral being scored on both sides by red and blue. It's tight again. They're both in the 50s. Now we got 62-50. Blue in the lead. Well over a minute to go, about a minute and 20 in this match. Blue Alliance is trying to take it and stay in this playoff round. They've got about an 11-point or 9-point lead. Red not letting them expand that lead by too much, though. They're keeping it tight. We go down under a minute now. 81-67. That's a 14-point differential. Still pretty close. Close enough to go either way with 3/4 of a minute now remaining. Red scoring now at the 3rd level. Couple more spots still at level 4. 90-84, the Octobots put one in there for red. Coming down to half a minute. The Iron Panthers holding a coral up high. They put it at level 4. Alliance 2, the Blue Alliance goes over 100 points. We enter into the end game. 15 seconds remaining. 2 blue robots over under the net at the bars. 2 red robots at their bars under the net. 5 seconds to go. 2 blue robots up in the air. 2 seconds. 1. One red robot at the last second gets up in the air. A second one stays parked. Remember, the winning alliance stays in the lower bracket. The alliance that loses gets eliminated from the playoffs here. All right, we've got a score coming up, and it is going to be the Blue Alliance. Our number 2 seeded alliance stays alive. They will continue in the lower bracket. Our number 4 seeded alliance in red becomes eliminated. Score of 137 to 112. How about a round of applause, though, to our number 4 seeded alliance. They were valiant in defeat. Team 1661, Team 9084, and Team 7426. They were great.
All right, next up in the lower bracket is round 3, match 10, with alliance number 3 in red and alliance number 5 in blue. The winner of this match stays alive in the lower bracket, but once again, the losing alliance will have 2 losses and be eliminated, finishing in tie for 5th place. So, let's meet the teams, starting with the Red Alliance. Please welcome Team 10698.
From Armenia, they are Armathronics 15.
Joining them on the Red Alliance's team, 3256.
From San Jose, California, the Warrior Boards.
And finally, rounding out the Red Alliance, please welcome Team 1138.
From Chatsworth, California, Eco Engineering.
Making our way over to the field, let's meet the Blue Alliance, starting with Team 5514.
From Carlsbad, California, the Mavbots.
Joining them is Team 9772.
From Winnetka, California, Titans Robotics.
And finally, we have our captains of the Blue Alliance. Please welcome Team 5012.
From Palmdale, California, Griffin Gear.
All right, we got the thumbs up. Drivers behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, dive.
And here we go, folks. Still in the lower bracket, match number 10, our last match of round number 3, 11:38, putting a coral up high for the Red Alliance, which is Alliance number 3. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance side, Alliance number 5 still hasn't got a coral up high yet in this autonomous. They've got 2 corals scored in the trough, however. That's going to keep them within 1 point of this Red Alliance, but Alliance number 3 is still ahead. Warrior Boards, arm going up, getting ready to score on L4. NSR, Eagle Engineering going up. Meanwhile, the Blue Alliance side, 50-12 getting lined up with the Reef, trying their best to shove it onto L4. Not quite making it over there as 11:38. And a little bit sketchy over there, but they recover, not phased, and get ready to drop another coral on L4 for the Red Alliance. 31-27. Still relatively close here, folks. As 50-12 get ready to put up a coral. That's going to get them closer, but the Red Alliance still has the lead. 32-56. Getting loaded up at the coral station, headed back towards their Reef. 97-72. It's now playing defense for this Blue Alliance, running around trying to cause as much chaos, as much disruption this Red Alliance as possible and allow their partners to make up the deficit that they currently have. 32-56, stuck on a coral, on an algae over there on the Red Alliance side. 11:38 trying to bash it out from underneath their partners, really getting close to knocking them over, making the situation worse. We'll have to see how this develops. Spinning around, always a good trick, but we'll have to see how this develops for the number 3 seed Alliance, which is in red. The Blue Alliance now has a chance to catch up a little bit. Digi-12 positioning themselves, trying to figure out something with that machine. It's 55-14. The Mavbots get ready. 32-56 free themselves from that algae, but it did pop in the process. Let's see how that works out for this Red Alliance. 45 seconds left, 61-40. Blue Alliance is caught up just slightly as 97-72 and 50-12 switch spots on the field. 50-12, Griffin Gear now placing some defense over there on the Blue Alliance. 65-40, about 30 seconds left. 106-98 getting lined up with the cage on the Red Alliance side. 32-56 trying to navigate their way towards the Reef as well, getting around the defense from Griffin Gear. 2015 FRC World Champion, 69-46 in favor of the Red Alliance still. Are we going to see any climbs from Blue? We'll have to find out. About 10 seconds left. 106-98 trying to go up for the Red Alliance. Climber winding down. We'll see what they can do with 5 seconds left. 11:38 going up for the Red Alliance as well. Any climbs over here on the Blue Alliance? We'll have to see with your official results in just a moment. Scores going up on the big board for that match. It is your Red Alliance taking it 82-56 in favor of Alliance number 3. That Alliance will be moving on in the lower bracket to round 4, match number 12. And please give a round of applause to your Alliance number 5. The teams 50-12, Griffin Gear, 97-72, Titans Robotics, 55-14, the Mavbots. Their competition has come to a close, being eliminated in match number 10.
All right, that wraps up round 3. We're now going to take a short break to get ready for round 4. During this break, we're going to celebrate our digital animation and safety animation award winners and finalists. Please check out their great work.
Like this and it goes like that. If we bringing you the vibes and it's all today. If we coming around